There we go. All right. Let me just go ahead and do the intro. All right, just want to verify, see if the sound is working. I'm back. It says I'm up and running. Don't know, because every once in a while, YouTube decides to change a few things up. And I'm in the dark. Okay, guess I am. Let me do some deleting. Don't do the first one, do the second one. So hopefully that works. And all right, I had to switch it up a little bit. I got a text from you, Paul. If you can, jump in the chat, see if anything's going. I'll throw something in the chat as well. Okay, sweet, Ron's up. Thank you, that's all I need, because I am actually, it sucks. OBS is my software stuff. It's already uploaded into YouTube, ready to go. I have it planned ahead, but it was not moving. So I backed out, started over. So hopefully this is... Ron gave me the thumbs up. I'm up. So good. All right. Hey, Matt, thanks for joining me for this Memorial Day weekend. Warmed up a little bit with a Old Forester Statesman. And to those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for this weekend, thank you. So, all right. Let me just finish this thing up and I'll get right to the nitty gritty. Took some notes, have a little bit to talk about. Okay, cool. I heard Paul screwed up the smoking thing with his, did it in 16 hours when it's supposed to be 18 to 20 hours. Well, I don't know what to tell you there. You got to constantly check that stuff. Speaking of which, a couple things real quick. Did the Memorial Day. Today's bottle is going to be, see if everything kind of shut down here. It was a big mess. Today it is going to be Russell's 10 year. And if those people know, they know. If they don't, I'll do a little explaining. Let me get this centered. Little explaining. You got the Russell's 10 year. The mash bill is going to be 75 corn, 13 rye, 12 Martin barley. And that's the whole wild turkey lineup, pretty much, unless they make the ryes. With that, let me do something here real quick. Twitch, start. All right. And if you guys don't want to watch it on YouTube, you can watch it on Twitch. I don't know. Bunch of gamers on there. It's a 90 proof, aged 10 years, so they can put anything. The least aged year is going to be 10 years. Anything, they can put older stuff in, but nothing less. So it's a consistent bottle. It's an ongoing thing. It's always on the shelf. And rumor has it, and the reason why I'm doing this live stream on this, last year, 2024, May 20th, 2024, that's when they did the Russell's 15. They bottled it. That's roughly around that date. Well, rumor had it that they had some bottles that either didn't make the cut or overflow, or I don't know the specifics, but they ended up putting it into the Russell's 10 year, because you can do it anything inside a 10 year because you can do older stuff in it. Well, in Bullhead, I went to a Sam's Club, got, this is probably 8 months ago, got the LLMD, which was bottled in April 20th, 2024. Got a couple of those bottles, kind of hoping I'd get the LLME. Didn't find it. Probably 3 months ago, I'm guessing. Went back to Sam's. The shelves are probably 6, 7 feet deep. Had probably about 20, maybe 30, bottles in there. I grabbed one, checked the laser code, and the laser code is Russell's or Wild Turkey code. It actually has the date on it, 5/20/24, but the LLME is like their code of it. It was bottled in May of 2024, and you can look, you search it up and find the web page on it saying what those letters mean. So I pick up one bottle, wasn't it? Pick up another, and it was a ME. So now I got 30 bottles I got to go through. So I end up ripping through all the way. I'm laying in the shelf to get to the bottles. I ended up pulling out 7 of those things. I ended up shipping, gave Ron one, Paul one, Jeff one, kept a few for myself. And I was down at Ron's place. We cracked it open, compared it to his other Russell's 10. I don't know how old that thing was. It could have been, oh, good. Well, I'm glad the pork buck came out good. 16 hours. Maybe, it's tough to guess on those things. Okay, good. Paul, you're going to take a little stab on a bunch of different variations. And the reason why I wanted to get this thing out in May is I'm assuming Russell's going to come out with either 13, 15, Brick House, whatever, around this time to be consistent with their releases. So with the 15, you're guessing it's probably a $200 to $300 bottle. Sam's Club, I got the Russell's 10 for $30. So if the rumor is true that they got overflow into, the extra barrels, or, the overflow, or didn't make the cut into the LLME, you're getting a little bit of the taste of the 15 in a $30 bottle. So I don't think you can go wrong doing the search, but they got the 2025 Russell's 10s out now, and I haven't bought one, but I think they might do it again. You never know. Maybe they just had too many barrels. So hopefully I end up pouring 15 is 300. Okay, the 15 is 300. My God. Well, I end up pouring all 3, mixed them up. Gonna take a stab at it and see. I put it on the bottom of what it is, so hopefully you don't think I'm cheating or anything like that. But, I even got to the point where when I was spinning them around, moving around on the table, you could tell the 15. And so I just basically kind of looked the other way, doing one of those, I don't see it, but I see it. But we'll see. We'll go from there, and I'll kind of, maybe it's not good to do a blind because you want to see what the difference is between, I'm doing a blind. So that's how it is. Hey, Dennis, how's it going, man? Yeah, okay. Yeah, you fucking dipshit. All right. Don't make me block you. All right. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to talk. You guys, if there's anything you guys want me to yap about, talk about, do whatever, I put out basically an advertisement on Instagram. I don't know what happened. Got over 820 views. I don't know. I think I just got lucky. Someone helped me out. Someone with some juice in the Instagram world passed it on, shared it, did whatever. Do it on YouTube, and I think I got like 10 views. YouTube sucks. It really, they really tighten the reins, really screw things up for people that want to create. But there's a lot that goes into creating stuff. You got the equipment, you got, the time doing it, you got your normal life, everything like that. So I'm going to start with A. Like I said, I got my little flight thing here, A, B, C, and D. And even when I look at it, I could tell the 15. It's I don't want to cheat. So can you guys tell which one is a 15? They're all poured pretty much the same. Well, I know you guys are probably hammering down right now, with the 15, and I'm going to pick the 15, but I want to see if there is a difference between the 15 ME and MD the month before. So, it's pretty good fat pour. And you got some good flavors out of that. Man, that is so good. It's the vanilla, you get the oak. I want to say maybe a little orange in there, maybe a little leather. I'm going to take a sip. I'm going to start drinking, see what's up, because last weekend was very busy. I'm going to give you the rundown on that. Yeah, you get the vanilla, you get the tobacco on that. And I can't compare them yet to the other ones because I haven't tasted it yet. But you're getting the vanilla, the tobacco on the first one, a little bit of rye leather, and then on that finish, you like the leather, maybe a little marshmallow on it. Maybe a little tobacco and the caramel and vanilla, which is normal for bourbon whiskeys. But let me just see. Today's bottle got that last week. All right. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to go with the second one. I don't even want to look down. But if I had to guess, the second one is definitely going to be the 15. I don't have the bottle with me. I can look it up. But Paul, tell me, you can taste there's more proof to that. Whereas the ME and the MD are going to be 90 proof, so it's not going to be as strong. But the proof on that, I'm going to go, my B, my middle one here is going to be the Russell's 15. Just because you got more proof on it, which is good. Here, let me, it's more proof, and that also brings out a lot more flavors. Those vanillas, you're getting the oak, a lot more oak because it's been in the barrel longer. Just everything's richer, and it just coats, and it just sits, and it's just great. It's fantastic. Yeah, the 15's dark. Yeah, I could tell. I'm looking down now. I'm cheating. All right, so my middle one is going to be the 15. And the finish just kind of hangs there. So, all right. Yeah, okay, that's the winner. But I still got to test the third one. All right, that one there. The third one is going to be much softer, much creamier, more vanilla and caramel in that. I need to talk to kind of let things kind of come and go. So I'm going to give you a little brief of my weekend last weekend, which was the Race to Joe weekend. And that's where they use those jet boats, probably about 20 boats racing up and down. My backyard is the racetrack. It was so much fun. I had a blast. So, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and record a bunch of this stuff, have a, and I'm going to put something, I still have to edit it and everything like that and put it on the Matthew Scott Project. If you guys have not subscribed to that channel, switch to that thing. It's more of outdoors, just normal life stuff. A little bit different from drinking and everything like that. Okay, 117 proof. Yes, it's warmer. So I'm already claiming my B is going to be the 15. And my B is going to be my favorite as well. So I got three cameras and a drone working this thing. And mind you, at the same time, I'm cooking a brisket and filming it. And that will be out on the Matthew Scott Project. That's my second brisket. Turned out great. Everyone ate it. And except for, Madeline came up, Jackie came up, had the grandkids up here. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun hanging with them. I couldn't be happier. Maybe I could be happier if Dennis was able to. If Dennis was able to come up with it would have been a hat trick. I think it would have been great, but maybe next year. But the Crystal Davis, which bottle was the one on you described as creamy? Well, it's the Russell's 10, Crystal. It was the third one, so I don't know. I got 3 glasses here, and Crystal, glad to have you here. I'm glad. I don't know if you're texting with Stephanie out there, but there's 3 glasses here, A, B, and C. I've already claimed B. That's going to be the Russell's 15. C had a lot of cream to it, but then again, I'm coming off a 15 with 117 proof, so it's going to be a little softer, creamier. It's going to be like caramel, vanilla aspect of it. Yeah, thanks, Bob. I appreciate it, man. Hey, I'm glad you jumped in here. I watch your stuff on Instagram. Have so much fun watching it. You do some cool stuff. Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe. But also with that, so last weekend, so it's a madhouse recording. I thought I got one kid to be able to just push start and stop when these boats whip by. That was one volley of it. And then it was just all me. So now it's just a one man doing 3 cameras. What a pain in the ass. And making sure that the brisket was not going to be screwed up. And that's a 3-day process there, seasoning it, let it just sit and soak in that seasoning. But it was a lot of work, but it was fun. I got to hang out with the grandkids, and I don't know if you guys follow Stephanie at all. She's always putting stuff up with the kids. A lot of fun. I almost blew out both knees, and I'll tell you that story in just a sec. Since I already know what the 15 is, I'm going to go between the 2 other ones, the ME and the MD. See what happens there. But yeah, Crystal, glad to have you. I don't know if you're drinking anything. Who's drinking? Who's drinking a bottle out there? Let me know what you're drinking. I know the Lopez's are hammering down all the Russells that they have it in there. I don't know. You guys tell me, because sometimes those single barrel select ones are not so bad. They're pretty darn good. I got a couple packed away that I haven't unpacked yet. I don't know. I went between the 2, the MD and the ME, and I'm having a tough time with it. I don't want to. Wild Turkey 101 8-year. Okay, so is that the new one that just came out? Because I picked one of those things up. I think I got it in the shelf somewhere back here a couple of days ago, and the guy at the liquor store said it's going to be an ongoing release. So because last year it was the anniversary, the 70th anniversary. Soju. Okay. Does that count? No. Soju does not count, Dennis. The guy, he said it was going to be a regular release, so that's a good thing. So I just picked up a bottle. It's $40, where a 101 is normally, well, okay, no, drink the wine if it tastes good and if it does you, it does you. You do you. I'm okay with it, but keep drinking the wine. Tell me what you think. Give me some notes. Wine is good. Oh yeah, no, wine is good. The last time I think I'll taste some wines. I think Stephanie belongs to a Lucas and Llewellyn, and it's out of Sonoma. I'm guessing Sonoma, and we have a subscription there. They send us like 2 or 3 bottles every quarter. It's usually pretty good. I'll do a taste of it. And I think I actually did a tasting up there, and I prefer the red wines over anything. But I'm going back to A to see if I can tell. I want to be able to tell because maybe they floated some over to the MDs and not just all the MEs. Okay, wine's good for your heart. Yeah, no, well, drinking in general, I think that was uh, a public service announcement of they had a bunch of wine and wanted to get people drunk, and it's. I'm more on the conspiracy level. I think they put that out there because they needed to kill a few people off. But I'm sure alcohol is not good for you whatsoever. It thins your blood. It's not good. Not good at all. Solvane. Was it Sol? No, it wasn't Solvane. I think we're up in what? There's another place up there. Maybe it was Solvane. I don't know. I don't know. All right. I'm just trying to see if I can tell the difference between the MD and M because I'm saving that 15 because I'll probably never ever be able to get a 15 again. Awful. No, alcohol is good for you. It's in moderations. Like Paul said, he goes, "Hey, I work out so I can enjoy a drink." You got to keep yourself fit. You got to keep yourself moving. You have to be outside. You got to get the sun. You have to stay fit. Even you have to exercise even when you're sitting there going, "God, I really don't want to do this. I don't want to do this." You have to do it anyways. Your body gets accustomed to it. It works through it. And then now your metabolism's moving. You have to keep yourself busy. You got to move. Yeah, I'm going to be done working on the books in about a month and a half. I want to stick it, the pension system for at least 40 years. But I don't want to live that 40 years in misery. I've had neck surgery, I've had back surgery, I've had hip replacement, I've had knee surgeries. But there's a few things that you have to do. You have to stretch, you have to work out, you have to keep moving, you have to put some distance, steps in to get to that point. And out of spite, I want to stick it to the city because all the bullshit that they put people through. I want to do 40 years. I want to at least make it. So that'll make me 95. I got to outlive Stephanie. I got to do it. That's my goal. I don't know if it's wrong, but that's what I want to do. Let's see what the comment says. What do you guys, who else? I know the whole Lopez clan is, yeah, no, I'm glad you're doing it. And, I'm very thankful for those people that, made the ultimate sacrifice for us. We're American, and what was funny, I was thumbing through Instagram and I don't know if you guys, the guy's on the job, you know who he is, RJ Cottle. He was in Metro. I was in Metro at the time. And he ended up having to go back, did a tour in I think it was an IED that, ended up killing him. But I got to say, at least, there's a picture. I think I have a picture somewhere in my photos that I got a chance to guard his casket, on a 24-hour watch. And, I think I probably said 20 words with him, but he was just a nice guy, because, I was new coming into Metro. He's been in Metro for a while. He was in SWAT. And we passed in the hall. He was always nice, so that's all I really know of him. But, it's, they, evil can take people you don't know, people you kind of know, people So it sucks. But maybe the moral of the story is, hey, I remember him as a very nice guy. I don't know what, like Chris, Jeff, John, a bunch of guys that were in there longer than me, probably know him, may have a different story, but I think he was a nice guy. And from what I can recall, everyone the names that I dropped said he was a real nice guy. Cool dude. So it tragedy, but at least I got a chance to, our detail end up protecting his body and guarded it while he got moved on to for the funeral aspect of it. Oh, okay. We got Crystal up there. Notes from Pinot is buttery mouthfeel, dark berry, not too fruity. Forward. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. You absolutely have to keep moving. I don't know what you're talking about, Dennis. But a lot of people don't know what this weekend's all about. Be around friends, talk with those. Oh yeah, of course you're going to pick the 15. I already picked the 15. I had 3 sips. I had A, B, and C. I knew what the 15 was as soon as I took a sip of it. But I'm trying to distinguish my April bottling or my May bottling of the 10-year. No, I don't know what you said on your comments. I got a lot going on, Dennis. I can't see everything. I am a one-man band. I am the producer. I am the light guy. I'm the camera guy. I am the, get the props set up guy. See, prop, boom, set up, looking good. And the talent. Yeah, talent it is. And I got to be the writer as well. So it's, yeah, but I'm going back to the boat races. I'm doing the best I can here. Oh God. Yeah. Okay. Now you're dropping names here. I'll try and keep the last names out. I'm doing the best I can. 2 and 3. Yeah. I'm telling you, the single barrels. Yeah. You're going to pay 60 to 70 bucks for those things, but they are worth it, in comparison to like the 15 where you're paying 300 bucks. I don't know how many they make, 20,000, whereas the single barrels they make in, 50,000 bottles. It's worth the price. I'm just trying to figure out the MD and the ME. Because if I say the MD beats the ME, then the ME is the one with the 15 in it. Because we definitely, when I over at Ron's house, and Ron, correct me on this, you could tell the difference in color, and you can definitely tell the difference in flavor. With my MD and ME, they're really close. So I'm thinking maybe they kind of blended some of the stuff into the MD as well, and that's gold mine as well. All right, I'm doing it. All right, I'm doing my third glass. Whew. And this one, my third one's going to be the ME. Only because you're getting some more darker notes, more oakiness in there, but very little. And that I'm surprised based on a 30-day period, 1 month difference, that the flavors are that close. If I'm wrong, I'm shutting everything off. I'm going home. I'm already home. And that's going to be it. All right. I'm going to look. All right. The first one I called right out the get-go, the Russell's 15. Yep. Called it. That was my B, or middle glass. I'm calling this one my third, or C. L. Oh my God. No. I got it wrong. Oh no. I picked. No, I'm not going to let it happen. I picked the wrong ball. I picked the wrong one. Can't believe I picked the wrong one. Well, all right. My bad. All right. Well, the MD, I picked I picked it over the Glass A, which was the LLME. The LLME is great, but they're all great. I'm splitting hairs here. It's not like I got a Buffalo Trace, I got an Old Forester and a Russell's going at it. You should be able to pick those apart. This one here, I for sure got the 15 right, and I got the MD and the ME backwards. I feel horrible. All right, I'm going to go. That's going to be it. I screwed up this live stream. Packing up here. This is terrible. It sucks. All right. It happens. Taste buds. What are you going to do? The ME is obviously better. I'm not taking sips in between. I'm in a hot room, doors shut. I'm sweating my ass off. So I'm having fun. Also, I got to say, I barbecued or I Komodo Joe'd some steaks. I could not believe it was that good. It was better than any steak place out there. I was amazed. I set the temp for like 320, let it go slow, and then I flipped it once, let it go, and then I put a little butter, garlic, little red pepper sauce, put it on there. Even Stephanie liked it. I couldn't believe it. It was that good. Medium rare was probably how it came out, and it was perfect. And anybody that's out there that does barbecuing, you can stick to the numbers, stick to the times, stick to everything they tell you, and it'll come out a little bit different. It was a living organism, so you got to adjust to whatever. But, you got the size of the meat, you got time, you got temperature. It's rough business sometimes. And I like the Komodo Joe. It's just like it's similar or not. It could be exactly as the green egg type thing. You get that charcoal flavor in there, and it just really brings it out. Stephanie I was busy doing some editing, and she goes, "Hey, I didn't want to bother you. I made some hamburgers." I'm like, "All right, cool." She goes, "I did in the air fryer." I'm like, "Okay," because it didn't turn out good, and it was almost like beef jerky, but I'm gonna eat it because I'm starving, and I'm just happy to get, you know, it ends up, you need to watch it, So if you're busy doing stuff, you got to watch the meats, or it's going to go bad on you. So to jump back to the boat races, I'm on the dock, and I got a bunch of steps that lead up to the grass area, and then I got to get up another set of steps, but to get to the house, I needed to get something. And boats going by. It's fun. It's pretty exciting. Friday was the show and shine. You go in town, beers, food, stuff like that. Little boost. You get to check out the boats. And if you don't know what a jet boat is, a jet boat is one that does not have a prop. So it's kind of like a jet ski. And the boats aren't that big. If I had to guess, maybe 18, 20 feet in length. But the way it propels itself, it's not a prop. It's it's an inboard engine, big, huge V8 small block that's sitting in that thing. But the impeller sucks the water in and blows it out through like a jet type nozzle, and that's the direction and speed, and that's how you propel it. Just like the boats when we're on the dive unit, we had a boat that had two of those jets hooked up to a diesel engine, and that thing moved. The relatively new boat that we had, and it was great because it didn't get caught up. The prop, you don't have to worry about the prop getting caught up in seaweed or anything like that. But it worked great. Anyways, one boat goes by. I go running up. Now these aren't just normal steps. These are slabs of, I want to say granite, but it's rock basically. So I'm running up the steps. Another variable in temp, meat prior to cook. Oh, okay. Yeah, what I do when I take the meat out, if I know I'm going to cook it, barbecue it, no matter what, I take it out probably about an hour, 2 hours ahead and just let it sit. That way you can get that temperature up to normal ambient temperature. And then when it goes on, because it's from that freezing cold, what's the fridge, 35, 36 degrees. And then you put it right on there, it shocks the meat. So I leave it sit out for a little while before I put it on the grill. God damn, Crystal, you're good. All right. Okay. I like it. Me and you are thinking the same. But so I go booging. Mike, what's happening, man? Yeah, Mike, 100%. I always take the meat out probably an hour to 2 hours before and let it get room temperature. I think it works better. So I'm running up these steps. So these steps are, probably the normal rise is 10, 12 inches, whereas I'm going to say 10 inches, but the treads could be 2 feet to 3 feet. But the fourth one down. So now it's probably 5, 6 feet up. I'm hustling up here so I can get something so I can get back down before the next boat comes. I'm hustling up. I got my camera rig, which is the one that you see right there that's giving you the video. I got the camera rig. I'm hustling up. It's an FX3. I got, it's very expensive equipment with all the stuff, attachments, handles, lens, mics, you name it. It's on there. I'm running up this thing. I clip my foot on the fourth one down. And I feel myself heading towards, I got two boulders, one with a point, almost like a point. Another one, I have to make it to the grass. So beyond that boulder, the top one, you got boulder, 4 steps as I'm going up. I got another 2 feet of 2-3 inch rocks as kind of filler between the grass and the steps. I got to get to the grass. I start heading towards it, and the first thing, so mind you, this is 0.2, 0.5 seconds thinking here. I got to clear this because I do not want this camera to hit the ground. It's okay if it hits the grass. So I land on both knees on the rock. I'm still not going to make it to the grass. So I push myself with my other knee off the pointy rock and then clear the 2-3 inch rocks to the grass, and I'm laying there. Yeah, that's the one I got from you, right? The 12? I don't know where it's at. I put it somewhere. It's somewhere. So I clear there, land on the grass. I'm like, I got 2 daughters, a wife, son-in-law, 2 grandkids in the house. I'm laying there in so much pain. I thought I destroyed my knees. I ripped my Lululemon. Yes, I was wearing Lululemon jogging pants. Yep, I'm man enough to say they are so comfy. I cleared the little rocks, get on the grass. I'm laying there. It's been 5-10 minutes. I'm laying there. I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can walk again. I hear boats flying by. I'm like, dude, I'm missing all the stuff. I thought that was it. I blew out my, brand new shiny hip. I'm going down. This is it. Nobody came out. Stephanie, I hit her up a couple days later. She goes, "Oh, I didn't know you fell." I'm like, "Is this how I'm going to go? This is going to be it. This is how I'm going to go out. I'm going to be outside doing something and I'm going to die on the lawn. And it's going to be 2 hours before she realized, hey, where's Matt? I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't looked for him. Yeah, I'm going to die." The whole, the critical hour of being recovered. Yeah, no, it's long gone. I'm going to be dead. So, all right. Well, that's my life. Last weekend, I crossed that off. So I did my steaks too. Damn, I'm going to be done here soon. All right. So A is going to be the LLME, which is good, but which is very tight as well, very close to, is the LLMD, which I'll finish that too. It's a little softer. All right, I called it wrong, a little softer. All right, the check kind of. Okay. All right, Paul's saying the chat, I've been yapping, not reading. The LLME was 3 of 4 and was 4 of 4. All I can say is whatever bottle Ron had, you could tell the difference. This one, it's pretty close. MD, April, ME, May. I'm just excited, Mike. Great. Good to have you in there. Mike, so I sent you a couple photos, videos, and stuff. So in that boat race, I fly drones, stuff like that, and there's two different type of drones. You can have the DJI, which ultimately, with all the sensors and everything like that, it keeps you from running into things. But it's let me see what Paul sent me. Oh, god damn, Paul. Okay. Let's see. All right, I'm going to put you up, Paul. Got the boys in there drinking. Here we go. I'm going to put the photo up there. Hopefully it works good. Focus in. Paul's having a good time. Memorial Day. Wearing the colors. Everything like that. Right on. Thank you, man. Thanks for jumping in this. Everyone there. Enjoy everything. This is his lineup. Oh man, they're going deep here. That is their lineup. And then, wait, there's more. Yeah, they did the old Jack Daniels. And it's the Jack 10 and 12. Well, I got I shipped out the 10 to Paul. He asked for it. He shipped me the 12. I shipped him, instead of cash, I gave him the Bowman single barrel. And what else did I give him? I gave him something else. I can't remember. And the 10. Gave him 3 bottles. Can't remember what it was. Paul, let me know in the comments. Batch 3. Yeah, so it's the Jack. I'll tell you right now, they're good with their season stuff, but I will crack open the 12, but I'm going to get a single barrel proof and compare those two and see if it's worth it. You could do the single barrel proof. You can get them for 60, 65, maybe $70. Whereas the 12 is going to cost you 150, $200 in that range. Is it worth it? It's. I understand there's the bourbon boom has busted. Things are kind of sliding down. Hopefully prices do come down. But a lot of these smaller distilleries are actually making some good stuff. Making a lot. I love Redwood Empire. They're great. They're up north in Northern California. They make some very good bottles. You know, a lot of these smaller ones, some out of Georgia, the Fiddler, great bottles. You know, because they source their stuff out from wherever, taste the barrels, get them, blend them, rebarrel them, do their thing. They make a lot of good stuff. You want consistency, the big names are going to be consistent, you know, and even the big names are, you know, throw out their, you know, special stuff, but the price has got to come down. You know, they're laying off people. Yeah, it's the boom is gone. I don't know why the boom is slowly coming down, but it's better for us. But like I said, you got to have to enjoy the booze. You got to stay fit. You got to keep working out. That's just me. You know, for your, you know, body, for your mind, everything like that. Because government wants you to die early so you can give them the money. So. So with the races, if you go to Matthew Scott Project, like, subscribe, but I think my brisket comes out Wednesday and I still got to edit. I got about 150 gigabytes of filming, and I'm still trying to sort out how I'm going to film it. I might just show you a bunch of boats cruising back and forth, doing whatever, cool shots, music, whatever. But on that channel, that's where I'm going to document my life story, everything till now. I think it'll be fun. Obviously I got to check with people to see if I can use them, but you know, maybe when you guys come up here and visit me, we'll do some interviews, things like that. And you know, I don't know, it's you got but dealing with social media, the people that work behind the scenes that control what comes in and what comes out and what's seen and what's not seen. It's all subjective, and they can do whatever they want. They can, you know, suppress you, screw with you, do whatever, put you on a back channel, never show you. But then a bunch of these, you know, creators are trying to find ways to work around it so the algorithm doesn't see it. I know it sucks that you got to play the game, put the information out, you know, let us know. Politics is a huge topic. I comment on it, and I don't know if it's bit me in the ass or not. They really don't tell you until it's so egregious. Then they tell you. I haven't had that yet, but I'm on the 15 here, and it smells so good. So yeah, is the 15 worth $300? Russell's 15 versus JD Batch 3. Okay, all right, Paul. Is the Russell's 15 actually worth $300? Tell me. Compared to other stuff. And if you can compare it to something else, tell me what that is. All right. So as I move on, busting my knees up, miserable, doing whatever, still filming everything. Kids left, sad, wish everyone was around me. I go to, okay. So I'm talking a little shit on the department. My boss, where I last worked, calls me up and goes, "Hey, dude, the captain is not going to sign off on your CCW. Usually with cops, captain signs off, CCW, where I've already been to the first. LAPD does 2 visits of retirement, and I kind of knew there's a qualification that is like a umbrella policy, so you can keep your CCW since you're an officer. You should be able to keep it. I end up doing the qualification. Thanks, Dave. Showed it to him. He goes, "Oh, good enough to me. This is a retirement counselor." All right. And I do the retirement. And then after that, shortly later, paperwork gets circulated. Hey, you turn in all your equipment. All I had at air support was a helmet, knee board, binos. That's it. Take it. So the lieutenant calls me from air support and goes, "Hey, the captain says you got to go qualify." Well, I'm not going to qualify. I'm still off recovering from a hip replacement. I should be done in June. Or actually, I should be done and retired by July 12th. And I go, they already signed me off on my CCW. He goes, "You know what? This captain, I don't like him." He goes, "Call me back. Let me know what they say." I'm like, okay. Even Kelly picked the JD12 over the Russells. Good for you, Kelly. I like it. I like when girls kind of taste stuff. So I call retirement. He goes, "Yeah, don't worry about it. We already signed you off. You're good. Don't worry about it. The captain do whatever he wants. You're still getting your CCW." I'm like, all right. Well, regardless, I'm going to carry. I'll take my chances. I'll do my time in the pokey if someone really wanted to press the issue. But I call back the lieutenant and I go, "Hey, look, the retirement guys said they already signed off, so I'm getting my CCW. So however you want to present it to the captain, or if you want me to present it to him, Jessica says I suck." What? Come on, don't do that to me, Jessica. I told him, I go, "They already approved it." He goes, "Good. I want to tell him that you really don't need his check mark in the box to clear me." So I don't know, Paul. I don't know why you said that. Jessica. I like Jessica. I said I suck. What do you mean I suck? Do tell, Jessica, if you're really throwing some swings at me. So that was that. It's a bunch of bullshit politics and things like that. So, all right. I don't know how long we've been going here. 53 minutes. Been an hour. Felt like longer than that. Paul, you can't leave me hanging like that in the chat saying Jessica told me I suck. Do I need to text her? See? Because that's not going to be good. Yeah. Well, I sent her a text. Since you guys aren't chatting so much. But yeah, no, the jack. Maybe I'll do another live stream with the 12 and a single bow barrel proof. See what happens with that. So, anything else you guys need to comment about? Let me know. I'm still working the 15. That is so good. I'm just trying to talk and be a middle person of all these things. True size with the meat does make a difference. Yes, Mike. It's a look, but luckily Stephanie likes medium rare. I like medium rare, but it's kind of tough to play that because when you're looking at the outside of the meat. Let me move down here, Chris. Another. Okay. What? They're fighting over candy. Oh, God. All right. You guys are just talking whatever. Hey, anything else you guys want me to talk about? I could talk all kinds of things. You know, the mess that. All right. Yeah, no, hey, I value anybody's opinion on Jack 12. It's going to be different. I don't know. Ask Jessica, ask Kelly if they get a little bit of that banana note on the Jack Daniels, because the Jack Daniels, I get the banana note. I remember Jeff never got it. Certain people got that banana note. It's a brown Foreman little flavor thing they kind of throw in there when they distill it. Maybe they'll like that. You know, the brown, the banana rut thing. Frank August. Oh, Frank August is great. I had the small batch. I had the single barrel, and I had the Mitsunara case study. I want to say 3 or 4. I can't remember. I really like the case study, the Mitsunara oak barrels. Tastes so good. And what was funny is the Hooten Young tasted just like it, the 15. And I think they had it in the Mitsunara. It's an oak out of Japan that takes a long time to grow, but it gives you a softer, like a green tea type taste to it. I don't know. I don't get it, but I may be wrong. Who knows? No one's going to comb through this thing. Okay. Yeah. Paul gets the banana. I don't. I get the banana rut, the candy on the Jack Daniels. I get it. Certain people get it. Certain people don't. Ugh. All right. I'm going to start playing just with the chat here. I think I checked everything off. Oh, Stephanie goes in to buy. Wait. So we're down in Boise. There's a place called Shields. It's like Cabela's on steroids. I just switched from wine to oh, Crystal, what do you what whiskey? You got to tell me. Oh, real quick before you tell me that, just tell me. I'll stay up. There's a delay. There's probably about a 20, 30-second delay. Maddie, she had to leave here a day early because she went to Texas this weekend because one of her sergeants retired from the Army. And she sends me a picture of hey, he likes whiskey. So I guess there was a picture taken. I gotta have it. A picture taken, and I'm like, he's not much of a, his stuff sucks. All right, I'm going to put this out there, and probably the best bottle he has there is just the regular old Jack Daniels. And hopefully she don't give me shit for this. Oh, goddamn. All right, I'm going to put this thing up. It's going to be sideways. These are the bottles that he has. Being a dad, I'm like, okay, well, he likes whiskey, but he's not a whiskey like Ron, Jeff, Chris, anybody, even Crystal. Where you at, Crystal? Just cracked my friend. Tell me what it says. Frank August, what, Crystal? So I dig in. Mind you, I still got 3 bins of bottles that are just sitting in there. And I go in there and I go, all right, Maddie, here. I grab an Eagle Rare and a Blanton's. Gave it to Maddie. She drove it back home. She flew out there with him because you have to check him in, everything like that. So she's giving me fucking lip service that she had to pay $40 for a check-in thing. I'm like, God damn. I go, you probably got about 100 aftermarket, $150 in bottles. So it's paying off. So she gets out there, goes to retirement. Here you go. Here's 2 bottles, this and that. I text her and I go, hey, just cracked my, okay, Crystal. Work with me, sweetie. Single barrel. Okay, you're going to love it. If you just cracked it open, let it breathe, give it about 10 minutes, it's going to taste good. Frank August makes some very good stuff. And they just came out with a case study 5. It's got to be good. And I want to say it's rye, but I could be wrong. But I text her, I go, hey, what do you think of the bottles that you gave him? Well, he just looked at them. He didn't taste them. And I'm sitting there going, all right, so my daughter doesn't drink, but if you look at a bottle of Blanton's and Eagle Rare, if you know anything about bourbon, you know what's, you could look at a bottle and know what's going to be inside because of the consistency of those bottles. And I just kind of left it alone. I'm like, okay. All right. I gave my daughter $150 in booze. And she, I don't know if this guy hopefully appreciates it. Maybe I should give him 3 bottles. I don't know. Good. Hey, what'd you pay for that, Crystal? The Frank August. It should have been about $120, $130. If you got it better for that, you did, if you got it for cheaper than that, you scored, sweetie. I'm still sipping the 15. I just want to keep sipping. That thing is good. Ooh, let me see what I got. Anything else in my notes? Oh, all right. 7.3 barrel. Okay. Bottle 112 proof. Yeah, no, that's going to be a single barrel. Good for you. Taste it. Let me know what you think. I had it. It's great. Great bottle. Oh, okay, Paul. Went to the Jack Daniels. I'm not going to crack this thing up because I'm already starting to slur. I'll create a new one. So if you guys can, I think it's just over about what? Okay. I'm going to go 120 because when it first came out, it was about 140. I bet you if you got it for 120, it's a good score. And it's a cool bottle. I had the bottle and the top. The top is like 4 pounds. Great decanter if you want to, air out wine or anything like that. Clean it out. The labels are great because you can peel them off. They're not like paper labels where you pull them off and they tear. They're like that plastic, pull them off. You use it as a decanter and it's reusable. Few bottle. I've never tried Few. It might taste good because you guys are fucked up right now. But I was always hesitant of Few, F-E-W. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Paul, you tried to create some drama about Jessica saying I suck. You guys want to... Oh, I started talking about Shields. So we're down in Meridian. Shields. It's like Bass Pro or Cabela's on steroids. I'm in there. I got the grandkid in the cart. I'm moving around, doing whatever I got to do, trying to look at the gun. I'm trying to find a good hunting gun. Still do my research. And then I look over at Stephanie and her dad because he's out because he came from Seattle with us, hung out with us, went down there, birthday. you need a bigger caliber grain bullet gun. I look over and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So now Stephanie's testing out handguns, this and that. And I'm like, she has no clue what she's doing, but all right. I kind of go, what are you doing? She goes, yeah, my dad said, go, is she 9 millimeters good, but based on the grain weight, it's for animals. You need more weight grain behind to stop them. She ends up pulling out a SIG P320 10 millimeter. So it's a heavy bullet. So it's a 180, up to 220 grain bullet. It's going to stop anything. So I'm like, all right, she ain't going to shoot this. She's buying this for me, and I just don't know it. Yeah, sorry about your knee. Yeah, no, Crystal, I don't really think she's going to find me before I die. No, I'm going to be out in the woods. I'm going to have my eyeballs and my asshole picked out by birds, you name it. Yeah, I'm going to be a rotting corpse. It's just how it's going to be. That's just me. I've accepted it. So, all right, everything's good. So her dad got in her head that she needed a heavier caliber thing. So she's checking out, oh, I like this. It's like testing perfume for her. I'm like, I don't know. You might not want to do that. I got this. I have this. You can use this. She buys a SIG P320, 10 millimeter. So she's excited. She posts it. And she goes, everyone's saying the gun just shoots by itself. I go, don't drop your gun. You'll be fine. Don't drop your gun. Everything's going to be fine. All these people are jumping in. And then now I'm stuck. Every time I go on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, I'm looking to see what's causing this. Well, all these law enforcement agencies having issues, this and that. And they're all hammering SIG. You want to pick on the company to make money. And is it user error? It could be, but SIG also fixes whatever they do on the older guns, with the firing, all that stuff. And I'm like, well, don't drop it. You'll be fine. So, and we go up in the hills with Jackie. I bring her gun, a couple rifles. We're on the side by side. We're up in the hills. You can shoot. This is a free country. So Jackie shoots a gun, posts it, loses 5 followers on Instagram because she's more on my liberal side, and loses 5. I go, you know what? Fuck those people. And I go, hey, Steph, you want to shoot your handgun? Nope. I'm like, why would you not want to shoot it? We're out nowhere. Well, there might be people. I'm like, we're the only motherfuckers up in this hill here. Nobody's coming up here. It's a weekday. Oh, all right. We open few. Crystal, I've never thought about using it as a decanter. There you go. But you got to drink it. Don't pour it out. Yeah. Don't, finish drinking it. Frank August makes some good bottles. They do great. Great. We used it as a decanter. I don't know. I saved it. I know we probably put some wine in it. Oh. All right. It's going to be the last sip of the 15. 15 wins. I called the wrong MDME, but they're close. It's a new year, and they're going to Who knows what they're going to do? But there is a difference. But at the same time, Jack Daniel 12 beats the Russells. I'm happy. Good. Oh, all right. So if you guys want me to finish the thing up, I will shut this down. No, I'm trying to read, do my thing. I'm done drinking. I'm reading the comments. I lost you a little bit, but you guys have got to keep going. But I think we've been going hour, 10 minutes. I got all kinds of things to say. Ooh, what about? I think the current events that's going on, I think, is the best. Ooh, with work from inside. I haven't been there in a while. Holy crap, yeah, 12 is amazing. Yeah, no, 12 is great. Air support. I told them years ago, you guys need to start working on the drone aspect because it's cheaper. You know, a perfect example. You can launch a helicopter, 6.5 whatever $1 million helicopter, launch it over a perimeter. You can keep that thing over there for 2.5 hours before it starts running out of gas. You got to fly back. There's a limit. Whereas you can set that perimeter of a bad guy, stolen car, asshole, you name it. Assholes will be assholes. And you can control that perimeter with drones. No, we can't do that. And the reason why a lot of the pushback occurred from that was people, the geeks, figured that flying a helicopter was a special skill. But you can save money because fueling those helicopters, flying them 21 hours a day is costing millions. But yet you can fly drones that are over perimeters that will cost, hundreds to thousands, per year. I'm going to say thousands. It's everyone's going to fight for the job security, but for efficiency, they didn't want to do it. Now that LA City is, trying to save money because they're broke, making stupid decisions. Drones coming in. Pilot program, and I think if I had to guess, air sport's going to be cut down. So those that are eager to try and get into that position, it's going to take a little while, and few and far between. You get your Part 107 license for the drones. What's funny is everybody wants to be a cop until they got to be a cop, and now they try and find a job so they don't have to really be a cop. Just be a cop. So that's my theory. If you guys want more information, just let me know. Leave a comment. I'm going to start wrapping this thing up. What do we got? Hour and 15, 13 minutes. Let me know. I'm going to start wrapping this thing up. I'm glad, Paul, you had a bunch of people over. Good to have friends and drinking, give tasty notes, share. It's something you need to enjoy because you work for it. I'm starting to wrap things up. I think I'm going to, Crystal, love you, sweetie. Enjoy the Frank August. It's going to be good. Sip it, taste it, get the flavors. You're going to get the vanillas, caramels. You're going to get the little bit of oak in there, but it's good. Frank August is very good. The Pabst, like Pabst Blue Ribbon Light? No. No, I've never tried Pabst. I probably had a Pabst Blue Ribbon, but I never had a Pabst Light. Oh, good Lord. But maybe the next live stream, let me know. You can put stuff in the comments. Let me know. I'll do the Jack 12. If that's the case, if that's what you want, I'll do the 12 and the single barrel proof to compare it. Yeah. No, I've had a Pabst Blue Ribbon, but I've never had a Pabst Blue Ribbon Light. I'm more in the microbrewery beers, like the Cold Stone out of Montana. There's something else. I want to say out of Seattle, not Seattle, maybe Seattle, Spokane. I like good beers. I like flavorful beers. I even like the Elysian Space IPA. Pretty tasty. I need some taste and flavors. I need some shock. You know, these people up here, Stephanie, just a potato. I need some spice. I need whatever. I got the Hispanic blood in me, and I just need Pabst Light. All right, if I see it, Paul, I'll pick it up. America. All right. But if you guys want me to open those things up, but I still got to do some reviews on the Penelopes. I got 3, and I got a Redwood Empire. I got to do it. So there's time. I got to live life. I got to be outside. So, Crystal, love it that you jumped in. Paul, Animal, glad your pork butt turned out good. And Ron, thank you very much. I'll see you in a couple weeks. I'll be down there. I still give you a 5.5 on the rating of the B&B. I just got to get some stuff done, and then I'll be on my way. Never have to come to California. I got 2 more trips. So, hey, I'm at if it didn't switch, I would be hammered. I don't know. Well, yeah, no, you got to slow down. You can only take so much. I had 3 glasses of all Russells. 15, great. ME, MD. If you see those bottles, you got to look at the laser code. Get them. They're good. Really good. I don't know what the new 2025 bottles taste like. Maybe I'll pick one up and see. Hey, I'm Matt. Crystal, love it. You're drinking bourbon. When you're done with that, use it as a wine decanter. Works great. Great top. I think Frank August probably got one of the best bottles out there. And use it. No, the 4, you had the single barrels, you had the 10, you had the 15, you had all those. The 15s are going to come out good. And those people that make it, they know they're going to get that money from it. So, and 4 JDs. God damn. All right. So I had 3 glasses, maybe 4 on warm up. You're better than me. So, all right. I did some stories, talked, did whatever. All I'm saying is follow the P. Diddy scene. Hakeem Jeffries, 72-hour freak off. He denies it. Love it. No, he's lying. And the old Epstein. I backed Bongino for a long time. He's got to do a job. Him and Cash, you could tell they were lying or not telling the full truth. My opinion. So, hey, I'm Matt. Like, subscribe. Bob loves whiskey. Glad you jumped in. And Crystal, love it. Love it when a beautiful woman like you jumps in and drinks whiskey and hangs with the boys. Paul, Ron, Jessica, love you to pieces. And Dennis, thank you very much. I'm going to sign off here. And I think I'm going to call it quits because I got to eat. And it is 6:30. I've been yapping my gums. And all I can say is thank you very much, everyone watching. Best thing to do is share, pass it on. It's a text message. It's a share. And we will talk to you later. Later.